We will learn HTML, CSS and small JavaScript. Okay, because if you start to modern language like React, Next.js, Vue, for this you need to basic knowledge about HTML, CSS and JavaScript. HTML, if you going to any website, suppose you are going to Google, okay, to search Google in your browser, it will first those thing is visible to you, that is HTML, CSS and JavaScript. You can see this in right click and inspect. There is a in the source, there is you can see that is the index file, that is index file index, and that is the completely. Let me make this big. You can see first you see that is the document, that is the HTML some format, doc type HTML, and here is header and meta tag, and there is in script tag, there is a JavaScript, this will be also JavaScript, and this is a CSS, and this is a dot something, that is a CSS. And if you see more full thing is now here, there is a JavaScript. Okay, JavaScript, that is the main in HTML file, and everything is here. You saw that is the Google. Here is you see that everything here is, or more things, Hindi, Bengali, okay, is everything Marathi, those things are here is this in HTML file. All things are HTML. If you make a website in React, it's make a optimized version of HTML, CSS and JavaScript that is show in your browser. If you going to any website, it first make a request to your or host website, and it will return a some file in HTML, CSS and JavaScript, and its browser is capable to show this HTML, CSS and JavaScript, so you can see this website in your front end. So okay, first okay, that is the one folder, open in VS Code. So I will make 3 folder. One is index.html, main.css and main.js. okay, and one thing I want to introduce, live server, because we are writing code in HTML, CSS and JavaScript. If you want to see this, you need to a server to observe this. You can also see this in directly in browser, but it is not a always a good option, and you need to a server, make a server like things, so you can access this. For this I am using live server, a GitHub, sorry, that is VS Code extension, and you can search here in your VS Code editor, and here you go to the extension, and here you see search live server, and you also get the this extension, and you can install this. Already I installed this, so you can install this, and after installing you can see that there is some option like this go live. Okay, on click this your website will be live on your browser. So let's start to make code on HTML. I enter this, and that's return this boilerplate of the basic HTML folder. So there is a document type, that is the enter document type is HTML. That HTML we set up the body language, that is in English. And in meta tag we are passing UTF-8 and meta tag content and viewpoint, that is a width, device width and US scale. We can define this, and that is a title. Main things you can change the title. We'll see how to use of this, and that is a body. This is my first HTML project. Okay, let me run. This is coming here, and this is showing document. Okay, that is a document. You can change here my website, and this is coming. So main part of this, your website is header, that is showing here. And if you go to the Google and search the you can see something like this. This is the header. If you search anything, this thing, that is the coming from the title, that is coming from header and from title. This is coming. If you add this will show when you search your website in, it will show this thing. Okay, so that is the main thing in header, and this also take a main role in Google SEO, or more things there. We can add this in meta tag for SEO performance, or making more ranking. So for ranking there is more use this. And let start to write CSS. For linked CSS, here already we are making a file, that is main CSS. To link the CSS, we can use link folder, link tag, link RL, style sheet and rep. We will pass the main CSS. Okay, and type text and CSS. So then main CSS file is linked with our HTML file. So here we can add this, and we make some body, that is the main tag of this, that is the body tag, and we add this CSS background color red and save. Then you also the background color is red. That means our CSS file is linked with this, and this comment out this, and you can also make this inline CSS style. Then here you can also body, let me change color green. You can see this color is also changed to green. So you can make two different way, mostly use two different way. That is, you can use importing file, and you can directly add this inline style CSS. Most of the use, if there is lot of data in your main page index dot HTML, so you can, there is a problem of detailability, and if you style is more thing is coming, and there is a, you can also making inline JavaScript. This is possible. And you, this is, if there is file is very big, you, there is a, as a developer you can not see this properly. For this, you always recommended to use this, importing this CSS and use it. So connect it, and for connect script, that is JavaScript, you need to use script tag and type text and JavaScript and source main JavaScript and script, that is. Or if you want to write inline JavaScript, you can use script and you need to close this tag. Okay, and need to test it is or working or not. So let me write some console.log. We will see what is this console.log. I am here. Okay, we can see the console.log in inspect, that is in console you can say I am here, it is coming. So let me test our javascript file is connected or not. So let me refresh this page, it is coming, that is mean our javascript file is connected. So main things in HTML and CSS, we first to know how to connect a CSS file and JavaScript, then everything is almost done. And you need to some basic tag, like mainly in HTML, that is first header, that is the top of the page, that will be header, then footer, that is a just name, and that is the below of the website, that is will be the footer. Okay, and that is not showing, and if you add the content and if you then and add styles, then it is work. If you change this is a header, and if you pass this footer up and header, that will work, that is not a problem. But it is we use this tag because it make more readable to us, and more as a developer you can easily see and you access this thing more easily. Okay, for
I
this
didn't
case.
catch that. Could you try again?
Okay, and there is more to the tag is more useful, that you can also run as main useful tag is div tag on span tag span, or then you will making list, for list you will used hello, hi, for making list we use this thing. Okay, using div tag, this is list, that is coming here. And if you use span, is almost giving as just a, you can use div give us a block type if it is work, and span is a one line for if you making paragraph or anything, that is sometimes very useful span. There is p tag that is using for paragraph, this is p tag. Okay, this is coming. And if you use more, there is h1 tag, h1 h2 h10 tag, this is h1 tag. Okay, that is the main h1 tag, h2 tag, that give us text size with particular size, and it is small, it will decrease if you use h2 tag. You can see this is coming like this. And if you can also make customize this width, height, and the font size using CSS. Let me show this. If you use p, so let me go into the p, and if you give dot is not necessary. If you use class, you need to use dot, and p is you can directly you can access this tag. And if you like make size as a can use font size 30 pixel, then you can see this, that is almost same as h1 tag. If you add font weight, font wait. So let me increase this. That is almost, here is one tag. So you can make this, customize everything. You not necessary more tag. If you know the div tag and span tag, ul li tag, and some basic header footer, the h1 h2, that is enough to for making HTML. There is more tag that is you also see in after, but if you need to know those div tag and span tag and ul tag is enough to making website. Okay, so in CSS there is lot of things there. If you not able to learn those things in 1 and 2 day, if you start coding and if you learning those things in every day small, that you will be progress. It will be keep in your brain. Everything is happening not a one day, so you need to learn every day small. So you can see some basic thing. Suppose you want to keep the some background color. First, if you write the CSS, so first you need to write this thing. That means star give means every body p, every tag it is also apply. That is padding, because there is some default padding is always work. So if you make padding 0 and margin 0, that's make every margin of padding is going to the 0. So before this, if you remove this code, then you also see there's something padding and margin is coming. But if you add this thing, then padding margin for each case it is always removed. So if you making design, first you need to keep to mind this thing and make more useful some case. We'll see in next tutorial video how to make CSS. CSS is easy. We will see. Main thing is CSS. Everything if you making design, beautiful design, that is using CSS. If you add the functionality of suppose you are moving this tag, on click some activity is happening, suppose on click a form fill up is happening, everything is happening in JavaScript. We'll see. We are not waste time to making website in HTML CSS. We'll see in directly in the modern language. And there is, you also, if you know this basic thing, you can also make this. And in JavaScript, let me learn this thing in modern language. So there is some command you can use DOM. Everything is in JavaScript, but we need not necessary to learn is now. That is not useful in modern language, because DOM is not useful for those cases. That is we will see how to use this directly in React Next.js, but you can use the DOM in Vue.js. We will see in next video. Okay.